deep wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the move, it's Cox. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's blocked. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Inside the 35. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge looks.
Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Oregon! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Oregon 7, USC 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Moon. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to pass, it's Fox. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Looking for room at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Running through contact. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
USC 0.
He'll bring it out. It's moved. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over first and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Ocean from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The short hands, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to run it to the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And this is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Rock. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Runs through a tackle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Turner.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davison. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Fox. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding open areas.
returner brings it out to the 38. And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Dropping back, it's Fox. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
USC 0.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Fox. Trying to beat the D deep. Snatches it on the right. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
USC 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Rock. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Brought down at the 45. First down for the offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got the first down, looking for more. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. Finds his man. It's Rock. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rock. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tight end now in motion. grabbed in the backfield. It's Perry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the ground with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Turner. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Blue Raiders have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Trojans are on the move. He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
USC 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Frank. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. End off from the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught over the middle. It's Perry. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Central Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Fights off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. On his feet at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Fox. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and win. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.